Welcome to Mr. Vin TV, your go-to channel for all things finance. Today, we're embarking on a captivating journey to understand every type of wealth. We'll discover how they differ, intertwine, and play crucial roles in our financial planning. From financial to intellectual, social to time wealth. We're going to explore the expanse of these concepts, their relevance, and how to harness their potential effectively. So get ready to dive deep into the world of wealth. First on our list is financial wealth. So, what is financial wealth? Well, it's the accumulation of monetary assets. It's the kind of wealth you can tangibly measure. It includes assets like cash, stocks, bonds, and real estate. These assets can be sold or converted into money, which can be used to buy goods or services or invested to generate more wealth. Let's break it down a bit. Cash, the most liquid asset, is what you have in your pocket or your bank account. It's what you use for everyday transactions. Stocks, on the other hand, represent partial ownership in a corporation. When you buy shares of a company, you're betting on its future success. As the company profits, so do you. Bonds are a bit different. When you buy a bond, you're essentially lending money to an organization, like a government or a corporation. In return, they promise to pay you back with interest at a later date. It's a safer, but typically lower return investment compared to stocks. Real estate, that's property. It could be a house, an apartment building, a commercial property, or even a piece of land. Real estate can appreciate in value over time and can also provide a steady income if rented out. But how does one increase financial wealth? Well, it's a combination of earning, saving, and investing wisely. Earning more money, either through a job or a business, is the first step. Saving involves not just setting aside a portion of your income, but also minimizing unnecessary expenses. And investing, that's where the real magic happens. By investing your money in assets like stocks, bonds, or real estate, you can make your money work for you, creating a cycle of wealth generation. Remember, financial wealth is essential, but it's not the only type of wealth out there. Next up is intellectual wealth. Intellectual wealth is an intriguing concept that goes beyond the boundaries of conventional wealth. It encompasses the knowledge, skills, and education that we possess. Now, you might be wondering, how does this equate to wealth? Well, let's delve into it. Think about the vast amount of knowledge you've accumulated over your lifetime. Every book you've read, every lecture you've attended, and every conversation you've had has contributed to this wealth. It's like a treasure trove of information waiting to be tapped into. Now let's talk about skills. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to have a knack for certain things? Maybe they're excellent at playing the piano, or perhaps they're a whiz at coding. These skills, much like knowledge, are a form of wealth. They can open up opportunities and doors that might otherwise remain closed. Education, too, is a part of intellectual wealth. Whether it's a formal degree or an online course, education broadens our horizons and equips us with the tools to navigate the world more effectively. It's an investment that pays dividends in the long run. But how does intellectual wealth contribute to financial wealth? Let's consider a few examples. A talented coder might land a high-paying job at a tech company. A person with a deep understanding of finance might make savvy investments that yield substantial returns. An individual with a knack for languages might find opportunities in translation or teaching. These are just a few of the countless ways intellectual wealth can translate into financial wealth. Intellectual wealth also has the advantage of being limitless. There's no cap on how much knowledge we can acquire, how many skills we can learn, or how much education we can pursue. It's a wealth that grows with us. And the more we invest in it, the richer we become. So as we continue to explore the different types of wealth, remember this. Intellectual wealth is not just about accumulating information, it's about using that information to create opportunities, solve problems, and ultimately enhance our lives. Never underestimate the power of knowledge. It can be a wealth in itself. Moving on, we have social wealth. An intriguing concept, isn't it? It seems to imply that our relationships and networks hold some form of value, and indeed they do. Social wealth is the value derived from our social interactions, the connections we make, and the networks we build. It's a type of wealth that often goes unnoticed, yet it is so pivotal to our lives. Think about it. Remember that time when you needed a favor, maybe a recommendation for a job or advice on a personal matter? Who did you turn to? Most likely it was someone from your network. That, in essence, is social wealth. Let's delve a little deeper. When we talk about social wealth, we're not just referring to the quantity of connections, but rather the quality. It's about having meaningful relationships, friends who can lend a listening ear when you need it, mentors who guide you, and associates who can help you professionally. Take, for example, a successful entrepreneur. Sure, they might have a great idea and the financial means to bring it to life, But without a network of suppliers, customers, and industry influencers, the journey would be a lot harder. That's social wealth at work. In the professional world, social wealth can open doors to opportunities that might otherwise remain closed. It's through these connections that we find new job opportunities, business partnerships, and even investment possibilities. On a personal level, our social wealth can enrich our lives in countless ways. It's about having a support system, people who share our joys, our sorrows, our victories, and our defeats. It's about belonging, being part of a community, a tribe. But remember, social wealth is a two-way street. It's not just about what you can gain from others, but also what you can offer. Can you be that listening ear, that guiding mentor, that helpful associate? In the end, social wealth isn't just about networking. It's about fostering genuine, meaningful relationships that enrich our lives and the lives of those around us. And remember, it's not just about who you know, but also about who knows you. Last but certainly not least is time wealth. Picture this. You're sitting on a porch, sipping your favorite beverage, watching the sunset, and knowing you have the whole evening to do just that. Sounds like a dream, right? That's the magic of time wealth. It's the freedom to use your time as you choose. No deadlines, no meetings, no rush hour traffic. Just you and all the time in the world. Now I know what you're thinking. But Mr. Vin, I have bills to pay, mouths to feed, a job to keep. Of course you do, we all do. But that's where the beauty of time wealth comes in. It's not about abandoning responsibilities, rather, it's about managing your time in such a way that you're not constantly running against the clock. Time wealth can lead to a higher quality of life and emotional well-being. Think about it. How often have you wished for just one more hour in a day? How many times have you missed out on life's simple pleasures because you were too busy? Time wealth is about taking back control of your life. It's about prioritizing what truly matters to you, whether it's spending time with loved ones, pursuing a hobby, or simply enjoying a moment of solitude. Now, achieving time wealth isn't always easy. It requires discipline, planning, and sometimes a few hard choices. But trust me, the rewards are worth it. Imagine waking up every day knowing that you have the freedom to do what you love with the people you love. That's the kind of wealth that truly enriches your life. So how do you build time wealth? Start by evaluating your daily routines. What tasks can be delegated or eliminated? How can you make your work more efficient? Remember, every minute saved is a minute earned. Create a schedule that reflects your priorities and stick to it. Practice saying no to things that don't align with your goals. And most importantly, make time for yourself. Time is one wealth we can't buy more of, so use it wisely. Make every moment count, because at the end of the day, time is the one thing you can't get back. And that's what makes it the most valuable wealth of all. So there you have it, the different types of wealth explained. We've journeyed through the landscape of financial wealth, a realm where money and assets reign supreme. It's an important foundation, but it's just one facet of the wealth spectrum. Then we dove into the vast ocean of intellectual wealth, where knowledge, skills, and creativity are the currencies. The riches of the mind indeed hold immeasurable value in our rapidly evolving world. Next, we navigated the intricate web of social wealth. This is the wealth of relationships, networks, and social capital. It's the wealth that weaves the fabric of our communities and societies together. And finally, we explored the precious resource of time wealth. It's the freedom and flexibility to spend your time as you wish, to pursue passions, to rest, to be with loved ones. This is the wealth that truly makes life rich. As we wrap up, remember that each type of wealth contributes to a holistic picture of prosperity. It's not about having one without the other, but rather cultivating a balance of all four. So whether you're building your financial portfolio, expanding your knowledge, nurturing your relationships, or simply taking time for yourself, remember that you're accumulating wealth in its many forms. Remember, wealth isn't just about money, it's about knowledge, connections, and time. Thanks for joining us on Mr. Vin TV. Don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content.